Hello everybody, I am in the LNG vessel and today I want to talk about the generators that you can put them in diesel mode as they are normally, but you should only be able to run it via the LNG, that you first turn liquid LNG from the main tanks of the vessel, that you put in a gas form, you vaporize it, and then you should be able to run it in the engines. I can start them, but in a couple of minutes they're going in a sort of emergency mode. So I hope someone can figure out what I'm doing wrong. So there are three engines in this LNG vessel. This is the first one. There are all three. The gas unit is now shut down. At the moment, only the second engine is running on diesel to provide electricity to the vessel. So everything is running normal over here. What I've did also is set up the nitrogen system to produce inert gas because we need that to start up the gas unit to first inert it so all the possible dangerous fumes are gone. So you see I'm producing 79% nitrogen. I can put it up to 99, but I don't think that's necessary. I do have a flow in this main line. I have a small buffer tank over here, and this nitrogen goes to page 23. That's the purple line over here. So we have nitrogen in all the three units, and we also have controlled air in all the three units. The only thing that I need then is the gas, and that comes from this buffer vessel. It's already a little bit filled, but I'm going to set up that we have a continuous fill of this buffer. So if I go to page 24, you see here that we have the ability to vaporize the liquefied LNG from the main tanks. So let's set that up. We're going to need to provide some heat via page 26. And that's glycerol that we're going to heat up with steam to provide some heat. So paddling back to the steam system, my boiler is just coming online. Yeah, over here only have 4 bar. I'm going to open the main steam valve. That should be enough, I think. This is the system for the heater. Let's put this in the right position. There's a reducer to 4 bar. And we also can use it to heat up the water. But this is the main part that we need to look after now. So the glycerol is putting via this pump to the heat exchanger. You see the valve, the steam valve has opened automatically. So the glycerol will be heated around 60 degrees, I think, normally. But I don't have enough steam pressure. I'm almost there. Okay. Gas supply, as we said. So we're going to provide this vaporizer with liquid LNG via this blue line that goes to tank 3 or 4. I'm now on cargo tank 4. So we're going to pump it out the cargo tank with this gas fuel pump. Let's first turn on the hydraulic controllers from all tanks. Also are only going to need tank 4. So we're going to pump it via this valve out. You see this control valve is automatically turned on to up here, and this bottom line, the fuel gas line. So I'm going to turn the gas pump on now. You see that's running, that's providing pressure. So going back to 24, and you see we now have pressure from liquid nitrogen, liquid LNG, minus 152. We're going to heat it up and put it in via these two valves in the buffer fuel vessel. Yeah, I already have pressure there. And we're not going to use it at the moment, but I like to fill up these two drums also if later on we're going to need other systems. This valve should open automatically. So let's see. Oh, I also need this return valve. See, now we have pressure from the liquid, the gas, that's the gas vapor, and the gas vapor is going to this buffer vessel. So you see the pressure is rising now. Okay, now that's ready. So we have the three components: control air, nitrogen, and gas. Let's go to the first engine. You need to provide some kind of vacuum, I think, in the engine. That's done with the two exhaust fans that I'm going to turn on now and in automatically mode. And you see it creates negative pressure. When it's around -10, you will see this valve will open, so the fuel valve, master fuel valve will open to allow gas into the control unit. You see it's open now. So we're going to also open this valve now. And it will go to -20. And then the two exhaustion vents will stop, you see. So now this control unit, gas valve unit is on standby mode. And you can see that also on the power management system where the second engine is running on diesel. It's connected to the main buses. The third engine is also selected on diesel fuel. We didn't set up the gas unit, but it's not running. And the first engine that we did to set up now, it's diesel is selected, but gas is also now available, where in engine 2 or 3 the gas is blocked. So I'm now going to transition from diesel to gas as fuel. And you will see this will provide automatically two steps. First one is the inerting. You see this valve 7 is going open, so the nitrogen inert gas is put in the engine to push out all other gases. It will take a couple of seconds. This is a completely automatically process, but you can also do it manual via this button, the manual inerting. Let's wait for that. Okay, that's done. Pressure is going down. Second phase that the engine is doing is a test that we also can do manual. There's a leakage test. You can follow that with this page. First, it's going to check all these main valves if they are working correctly. I guess they're putting pressure on the left or right side and measuring if there is any feed through. So it already decided valve 3 is okay now. So now we're going to check valve 4 and 5. You see there is pressure over here. And as there is no pressure over there, that must be that valve 5 is okay. It's also the green light, so it knows it's going to 50 seconds, so 10 seconds to go, and then this automatically test is done. Yep, test is done. You see now the unit is in running mode. Gas pressure is in the system as we have opened this valve. So we now have gas in the yellow line. That's the first thing that's a little bit confusing by me because it says the gas unit is running, but if you check out the engine, it is still in standby mode. The fuel mode is gas, but the engine is not running, it's in standby. Um, but the power system has indeed changed from diesel to gas. Gas is selected as fuel now, so we can now start the engine. But like I said, that's a problem I have. It will only run for a couple of minutes and then it will go in emergency mode. I cannot figure out via the alerts what's going on. So first of all, I'm going to clear all the alerts so we have better understanding what's happening. Acknowledge these two. Nothing is blocking the start. That's why it's on status green. So I guess if I now go to the engine here and put it on local mode and we're going to start it. It is running on gas. It still use some diesel to fire the pilot pump. I guess it's just to start up the flame. And maybe that's part of the problem that the gas isn't taking over. I don't know how to diagnose that problem. But it said no running on gas. So if I go back, nothing changed here. It's still running. Gas is flowing. We do have a continuous input of gas, even more than we needed, because the overload valve is opening and venting the gas that we don't need. So we have 10 bar pressure in the fuel system. But nevertheless, it will go in tripping mode. That's the shutdown from the LNG system, and I don't know why. You see, I think it's already that. Yeah, you see, um, the we have an alert. GT gas shutdown from LNG system. I don't know why. And the unit is going in emergency stop. You see the fuel valve has closed. So if we go back to the engine, it's still running on diesel, but it's changed back to diesel. So I guess that's good that it hasn't stopped, but it isn't using gas as fuel. And if we go back to the power management system, I can no longer select gas as a fuel. It's the second problem. I don't know how to clear this blockage. I can set it up like I did before, that it starts on gas, but once it's blocked, I don't know how to reset it from this emergency stop. So, like always, if everyone has an idea why it's going in stop mode and how I can clear that, please let me know in the comments. Thank you very much.